at Popeyes for this famous chicken sandwich. So I wanted to talk today about handicap passes for autism. We have had a handicap pass for how long?
4 years.
We've had a handicap pass for 4 years, and it's been extremely convenient. With a handicap pass for autism, we're able to park up front, and the reason why is because Melia used to run away just to run away. Now she's been running away a lot because she's afraid of certain things.
Or very attracted to something.
Like small furry things like cats, dusters, anything that looks furry and fuzzy and small.
Small dogs.
She is like absolutely horrified, terrified, like will do everything in her power to get away from it. And we had a situation the other day with that happen. So it's best for us to be able to park as close as possible because parking lots are just dangerous anyway. We had to renew the handicap pass before her birthday, which is Saturday, January 25th. And you now have to go to a doctor office to get it renewed, which is kind of good because you don't want people scamming the system. Surprisingly, there's no fees to renew it. It doesn't cost a thing. You just take the form that we got today from the doctor and you bring it into the DMV. I recommend making an appointment ahead of time, or else you might wait in that dreaded DMV line that every state has out there, or every country.
Not a good idea for autism.
DMV, in case you're not in this country, is Department of Motor Vehicle. That's where we have to bring it to.
All of the handicap cards that are blue are free because that means that you have a permanent disability. Your disability is not going away. You can also get a red one, and that is a temporary disability, like you got in an accident, you broke your leg, you can't walk for 6 months or something like that, but it's going to be going away. Those you actually have to pay, I think it's only like $15 or something. But if you're permanently disabled like Melia, then you get a blue one and there is no charge.
Yeah, so here's what she's talking about. This is the blue one, and there is surprisingly no charge for it. So
the other one's like the
we're
same,
getting this one renewed because it does show an expiration date right there of 1/20. So as well, she needs a ID with this, right?
Yes. Yeah, you have to have a license or a state issued ID if you can't get a license.
No, that's what's going to cost you is the state issued ID. It looks just like a driver's license. It's all fancy with all the security.
It's the same price as a driver's license.
Enhancements and everything that the security feature has on the license, so like underage kids can't make fake IDs. So you do have to buy that. In our state, it's around, I think, 30 bucks.
Yeah, I think it was like
30, but it is good for like 6 years or 8 years. I don't know, somewhere in there.
And the pass actually goes to that ID. They're linked, not the actual car, because she's a minor, so she's in and out of cars. She could be with us, she could be with grandma and grandpa. But as long as her ID is with the handicap pass and her, she can be in any vehicle, and any vehicle can use that pass.
And I just want to point out that we're still trapped in the drive-thru here at Popeyes. I mean, all this talking about handicap passes, and we're still one car away from the drive-up window. If you are a family with autism in it, and you have a problem with wandering, you definitely may want to look into the handicap pass. Other than that, if there's no wandering, and you don't have a mobility issue, then I'm not sure why you would get a handicap pass. I don't recommend it then. But if you have a wanderer, especially nonverbal like we do, then I think it's very important to be as close to where you're going as possible. One of those kids that
just goes limp and lays in the middle of the sidewalk would probably also be a good idea to get a
Oh yeah, we just heard that about someone the other day. Their kid will just instantly turn into just like as dead weight, like as if they're sleeping. And what do you do when you're in the middle of the parking lot? So that would be another instance probably. I'm sure there's a lot out there, but so really think about it and don't feel guilty or think what other people will think. That's not your problem. Your problem is making sure that your children or whoever are safe to get into the store or wherever they're going. So yeah, a lot of people probably don't know that handicap passes are available for autism. We didn't know, that's why we've only had it for 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. It took us 6 years to realize we could get it.
Well, but it didn't. Autism was never allowed. It only recently passed. We got it after it passed in Florida. It wasn't an allowed condition.
Okay, so in the United States of America and the state of Florida, you can get a pass for autism, but in the 49 other states here, I'm not sure.
I would Google your local.
If you can, hopefully you can. And if you can't, you might want to fight for it. So
I think it's in most states now because there have been so many wandering.
We believe it is in most states because of wandering issues, unfortunately, that you've seen on the news throughout the country. Okay, so we have the chicken sandwiches home, and we just want to say we were looking closely at the chicken, and we believe since it's such a thick cut chicken that it could be raw in the middle there. I don't know if you can see that well through a camera, but it does look pinkish in the middle, so we're not too sure if the Popeyes is in fact cooked all the way.